wondering if you have ever had to call ahead for reservations for a table at a restaurant. I always thought this seems like a really convenient thing. You get there, your table's ready, there's no waiting. Seems like a perk. Then I realized, well, if you have to call for just about everywhere you want to go ahead of time, it kind of becomes an inconvenience. Before my injury, I just assumed that everywhere was accessible. I would go around my town, casually notice the little blue symbol on the door, and I thought, things are as they should be. There's a little blue symbol on the door. It's accessible, right? I never had to take into consideration what it would actually take to get into a building. Then after my car accident, after a few days of going places, sitting outside of a building and seeing, I'm in the rain, I'm seeing a sign that says, if you need assistance, if you have a disability, ask inside. And I'm thinking, if I could get inside, I wouldn't need to ask for assistance, right? So I began to realize that calling ahead isn't a perk. It's something that some of us have to do. If I'd have called ahead here and asked all my questions, I might have realized that upstairs there's a bathroom that I can't really use. I would call ahead and now hear, oh yeah, sure, we're accessible. There's only 2 steps to get in, or there's a door around back. If you'll call when you get here, we'll go find a key. I thought to myself, well, this is shocking. And then I really would like to work to change that. One day I was volunteering with Big Brothers Big Sisters, and they thought, oh, we have the perfect child for you to mentor. There was a little girl in 3rd grade who used a wheelchair for spina bifida, and she made me this picture. It was Black History Month, and her teacher wanted to make a picture showing about civil rights and how it has changed. I left some on the other tables back there. It's a picture a little girl drew of back in the days. There was a separate door for blacks and a separate door for whites, and they really had to work to change this. She drew a picture of a door for everyone and a ramp going around the back of the building that was for her. She said that she feels things are still separate but equal when it comes to her. Her school bus would drop her off in the back of the building and drop off all of her friends in the front. She hated this. She said, this makes me feel alone and it makes me feel different. After meeting her, it became more of a goal of mine to change things about architecture barriers. Before, it frustrated me and I hated it, and I did everything I could to change it, but after meeting her and realizing how this impacts younger children with disabilities, self-confidence, and how they make friends, it became more of a goal of mine to remove these barriers. I'd like to see more changes. I want to encourage universal design and barrier-free spaces. I go and talk to my council members and things like that. Just to say, when you're putting in a new building, how about putting someone with a disability? It doesn't even have to be a wheelchair, even someone that's sight impaired or has trouble hearing, just so that it's equal for all. I don't think you should have to call ahead for everywhere you want to go, just if you want a special table for dinner. Thank you.
Thank you.